Ladies await here from the Carmichael Arena here in Chapel Hill, North Carolina, as the top-ranked #1 team in the country, defending national champion Notre Dame Fighting Irish, take on the Tar Heels of North Carolina here on the ACC Network Extra. Good afternoon, I'm Chris Hook. Sarah Willie joining us in just a second. Let's take a look at the ACC standings. Notre Dame, NC State tied atop the league. Carolina coming off a big win against Virginia Tech on Thursday at 2-4. And Sarah, as we talk about Notre Dame, the defending national champ, offensively they are just unbelievable, and the numbers show it.
Notre Dame's a real offensively efficient team. They shoot a little bit better than 50% from the field, and they're a real unselfish team. They share the ball real well, and that's evident by their almost 21 assists per game, which is good enough for first in the ACC.
Top player on this team, top player in the nation, arguably, Arike Ogunbowale. Again, hit that game-winning three-pointer to win the national championship, and her numbers are just unbelievable.
She's just a real special player. She knows how to score. She can get in the paint, draw contact, and she converts from the free throw line.
If Carolina has any aspirations on pulling an upset here today, it's the big lady in the middle, the big 6'4", Janelle Bailey.
Yeah, Bailey's got to stay out of foul trouble. She's got to stay in the game. She's coming off her 9th double-double of the season with the win at Virginia Tech, so she's going to be a huge part of Carolina's team if they hope to pull the upset.
Just about set for tip. Certainly glad you could join us. Buckle in. Should be a fun one here from Carmichael Arena here on the ACC Network Extra. Quick jumper out of the gate by Notre Dame. Rims out, no good. And your starting lineups for Carolina: Shayla Bennett, Paris Key, Stephanie Watts, as she will pull the trigger for 3 on the right side, no good. And back comes Ogunbowale in transition. Free throw line jumper. And that one's good. And Notre Dame strikes first. Notre Dame 19-1, as you can see on the screen. They're missing their starting point guard here this afternoon, as Abby Prohaska will get their 3rd start, freshman from Liberty Township, Ohio. We'll be interested to see how that all plays out, as Taylor Coonan and a Key and Bailey keyed that comeback win against Virginia Tech. Here's Shayla Bennett trying a 8-foot jumper. Misses there. Almost intercepted the pass. There's a pass down to the lane to Turner. Brianna Turner off the glass. Notre Dame up 4-0.
Carolina's got to kind of pick it up a little bit on the offensive end. They don't want to start slow against Notre Dame. Can't get in a hole against the #1 team in the country.
And Carolina in the white. Coonan back to the top. Here's a long 3 by Watts. That one's in. Stephanie Watts. It's the 3.
It's going to be important for the Tar Heels today to be able to make their threes, and Stephanie Watts is going to be a big part of it.
Her 62nd of the year, and a foul called, and they're going to call that on Janelle Bailey. And as we take a look, the legendary 32nd year head coach of the Fighting Irish, Muffet McGraw, 2-time national champion. I can remember in 2001 when she took down the UConn Huskies as the quick inbound pass to Jessica Shepard. Their average is close to 15 points a game, makes it 6-3 in favor of the Fighting Irish. In conference play, as you saw in the opening graphic, Notre Dame beating its opponents by an average of 29.8 points. There's a foul outside the 3-point line, and that'll be on Marina Mabry. And here's Sylvia Hatchell, 33rd season, 744-plus wins here at North Carolina. 1,923 combined between McGraw and Hatchell. Bounce pass to Watts in the corner. And Watts, I tell you what, she's been struggling as of late. But I tell you what, if she's going to come out hot like that, you got to like Carolina's chances.
Yeah, Watts is a real streaky shooter. Once she sees that first one go through the basket, she can be a real problem for the defense of the other team.
She had a career-high 10 three-pointers. And then this year as well, she hit 9. As Stephanie Watts is right behind Ace Koenig as far as three-point percentage in the league. She hit 9 against UNCW, a game in which she scored a career-high 35 points. So if she can get hot, it'll certainly even the field a little bit. But again, you got to wonder for Notre Dame's sake, without Jackie Young, one of the top point guards in the country, how they're going to kind of fare without her being on the floor. There's another Watts three-pointer, no good. Coonan could not get the rebound away from Ugomunwale, and she'll push it in transition. Lane hoop off the back iron, rebounded by Bailey. Tar Heels tying it up, looking to take the lead. And a Euro step blocked, and looked like there was a steal. No, they're going to call that on Coonan. And here's the replay. Euro step blocked on the drive by Turner. Coonan gets her first foul. As we're 3 minutes into this one, knotted up at 6 apiece. Chris Hooks and Sarah Willie here this afternoon from Carmichael Arena. Lob pass to Turner, cut off by Watts. Turnaround shot by Turner, no good. Prohaska gets the rebound, and the loose change picked up by Key. Up the floor, she goes to Bennett. Bennett, very good point guard. Hopefully can lead them to a victory against the number 1 team in the country. Coonan driving right of the lane. Go ahead.
Nice drive by Coonan. She just got that first step, and she was able to get to the basket and finish.
Carolina 2-26 all time against number 1 teams. Both of those wins coming against those hated Blue Devils of Duke. There's a lob pass on the backside. As Key got a hand on it, Brianna Turner able to put that in, and it looks like, at least early on, good post feed down into Bailey. Could not get balanced enough to make the shot. As Ogunbunwale has it right side. Quickly in the post. What a spin move by Shepard. And she gets the hoop and the harm. 4 points for her.
Really good finish by Shepard, just taking the contact and being able to finish.
Again, Paris Key at 5'9", guarding 6'4" senior Jessica Shepard. Shepard, 14.8 points per game. Shepard from the foul line this year, 62%, 44 of 71 as that one's up and good. So Shepard with 5 quick points. We're 4 minutes into this one, getting close to the first media timeout. Bennett to Key. She's going to have to get going at some point, but the zone for Notre Dame certainly going to play a role here. It's kind of a zone with man principles, as that'll be a foul on Prohaska. And that's her first, just Prohaska's third start, and here's the foul on Prohaska.
Just kind of reaches in and grabs Key, kind of prevents her from taking that jumper.
So Jordan Nixon will come into the ball game now, a freshman from New York City. In. Kind of a very dangerous pass. Here's Key, left wide open. She thought about the three. She pulls up from inside the three-point line. Smooth as silk. Key on the board. And Notre Dame up 11-10 here early on. Here's Ogunbunwale backing out. Coonan, hand in the face. Back in the corner. Three-pointer by Mabry. Good. Marina Mabry hits the three. And Notre Dame, largest lead of the afternoon at 14-10. Mabry hits her 35th three of the year. Here's Key. Dishing it off. Beautiful pass. Bailey missing the easy layup. Tough break there. And it's shots like that you have to make against the top-ranked team, as Shepard on the other end gets the easy layup on the post feed.
Carolina's having a little bit of trouble early, kind of playing some post defense, which Bailey's their only true post player, so somebody else is going to have to step up down there.
Now Coonan cut off with a baseline. Back out she goes to Key. Key will set it up. 14 on the shot clock. They get it down low to Bailey. Bailey, nice post move. Can I get it to fall? And Bailey 0 for 3 today, as the Fighting Irish looking to extend their 6-point lead. Into Shepard they go. Wrap around pass to Nixon. Nixon back to the top to Ogunbunwale. Three-pointer by Mabry. No good. Rebounded by Key. And now Key. Hesitation, dribble, spinning in the lane. Dishing it off to a wide-open Bailey. Fourth time's the charm, and Bailey on the board.
It's a real good drive by Paris Key. Real good dish, and Bailey was able to finish this time.
And Carolina trailing by 4 here early, and we talked about how important it was for Carolina to keep it close. Next dead ball will send us to the media timeout, as Mabry to Nixon in the corner. Nixon fires well long on that one. Coonan Gets the rebound on the far side. And here's a pass in the corner to Bennett. 3 on the way. Long. Bailey rebound backside. Bailey puts it up and in. Carolina fighting tooth and nail with the top team in the country here in the first 7 minutes. As Nixon calling out the shots here. Lob pass to Turner, knocked away. Good deflection by Coonan. Key in transition. Key, what a hesitation. Fake to the right, drives in. Tie ball game here early. Timeout called by Muffet McGraw. That'll send us to the media timeout. Tar Heels battling tough here early on against the top team in the country.
Against Tennessee, so they're gonna have to find somebody else to step up and fill that void. She almost averages 15 points a game.
And that to go along with 4.8 assists. She was first in the ACC in assist to turnover ratio, and you're looking at the young lady that may have to kind of carry that load. As Jordan Nixon, the point guard now, bringing it up the floor. She was on the 2018 ACC preseason newcomer to watch list. And she actually started the first 3 games in place of Mabry as Shepard gets into the lane. Back out she goes to Nixon. Nixon scooped to the hoop, blocked away by Leah Church. Leah Church gets the tie up. And they're actually going to call a shot. And it looked like there was 9 on the shot clock. And the PA announcer said shot clock violation. And I think it's going to be a jump ball. I'm not 100%. That's what I thought, but I think that's what it was. Either way, in Carolina now with the basketball. Leah Church, as I mentioned, the sophomore from Purelear, North Carolina. Great shooter. As Janelle Bailey has one rattle out. Tough break for her as Agumbunwale will bring it down the floor. Watts does a nice job taking the ball away from her. Carolina on a 3-on-2. Back the other way. Bennett, right side layup good.
It's all starting with Carolina's defense right now. They're doing a really good job of keeping Notre Dame out of the lane. And they've got a couple steals early, and they have a 2-point lead because of it.
18-16. Nixon down the right side. Shepard at the top. Slowing things down, another new player for Notre Dame in, Michaela Vaughn, a 6'3 sophomore from Philadelphia. Mabry drills the 3 as she's got 2 of those here today. And they take the lead back at 19-16. And Mabry, a 43% three-point shooter on the year. Here's Watts into the lane. Had some contact with Nixon. Here's Agumbunwale down the floor as she will miss that shot. Carolina has the numbers. Bennett gets it out to Church. Church thought about the 3. Here's Watts from the right corner. And that's going to be out of bounds off of Bailey. Here's again where Carolina using that defense, Sarah.
Just a real good job by Stephanie Watts kind of picking her pocket and just dishing it off to Bennett for the easy layup.
And you could also see she faded off, moving away from Bennett to force the defense to make that move as we're down to 40 seconds to go in the quarter. Shepard backing down Bailey, missing the works there. Watts got a hand in from behind. And Carolina will come close to holding it to the final shot. Shot clock at 22. More or less 2 or 3 seconds difference. And they will try to get as much of this as they can, but I think if you're Sylvia Hatcher right now, you'll take that score.
Yeah, you're real happy with the way your team's played in the first quarter. They've gotten off to slow starts this year, but this is exactly what the Tar Heels needed.
Turnover is not what they needed as Agumbunwale with 2 seconds to go. Trying to get a shot off, misses, falls down, no foul called. And that will send us to the end of the first quarter. Notre Dame in the lead. As Paris Key and company trying to pull the upset today, they make plays like this. That may be the case. ACC Network Extra. Moments away from commencing here at Carmichael Arena. Great crowd here on a Sunday afternoon. As Carolina trailing by 1. As Sarah, Stephanie Watts, big key to that.
She's been a huge part of that. She had those 2 quick threes in the first quarter, and she's done a real good job on defense. That steal of Ugumbunwale, and then she's done a good job helping in the post as well.
And they had a chance, Carolina did, to take the lead going into the end of the quarter, turned it over. And they got to make sure that is shored up as Coonan, a steal to start the quarter. Brianna Turner not paying attention. Had it taken from behind, and Paris Key and company looking to grab the lead back to start the second quarter. Watts, top of the key to Church. Shot clock down to 8. Bailey backing down. Rebound was almost in the hand of Watts, and she knocked it out of bounds. Leah Church, 33% three-point shooter, who's in the ball game now. She looked a bit hesitant the one time she was left open. But the outside shot is how they're going to at least keep this where they needed to go at this point. But Bailey certainly has to finish her shots off as Mabry's jumper off the rim, no good. Good job by Watts. She was trapped and got it away. And here comes Carolina. Here's Church. She doesn't hesitate this time. Long on the 3. Tipped out to Ogunbunwale. And here's a fadeaway jumper up and good by Ogunbunwale, and she has 4.
Good pull up from Ogunbunwale right there.
Very smooth jumper. It'll be interesting to see. She's the #1 pick in the WNBA draft. And Carolina slowing down the pace here. Here's Key, corner, thanks to the wraparound pass from Coonan. That 3 is good. Paris Key, it's her 27th trifecta of the year. Knotted up at 21. Good play by Coonan. Ogunbunwale down to the post to Turner. Turner surveying the scene. And she traveled with it. We're going the other way.
Real good post defense by Taylor Coonan, just not giving her any space, and she took too many steps when she tried to make that swim move back around.
So Prohaska comes back in for Notre Dame. And knotted up at 21. Notre Dame and NC State, the lone ACC teams unbeaten in conference play. Louisville right behind them with 1 loss. Bailey will pull the trigger. Long there. And the rebound, Karam's out for Vaughn as Bailey 2 for 7 from the field to start this ball game. And another offensive foul. The other way we go. And Michaela Vaughn charged with the crime there, her first. Here's the replay. Bear hug on a screen, not legal.
Definitely just cleared Stephanie Watts out of the way. Pretty easy call for the officials.
7:30 to go. Coonan wanted to get it into Bailey. She will this time, deep in the post. They trap her. Bailey dribbles out of it. Coonan flashing in. Shot blocked by Vaughn. A foul call, and I think they're going to call that on Vaughn. So Coonan going to the line. You can see she got ball and arm.
Got a little bit of Taylor Coonan's arm right there.
So Coonan going to the foul line, a 86% foul shooter, 43 of 50 this year. And cannot get that one to fall as that one rims out. So here comes Shepard back in. Very solid first quarter for her. Vaughn, 2 quick fouls, and she'll head to Muffet McGraw's bench. And McGraw having some things to say to her. Long on the second free throw, and a lane violation will give Carolina another free throw. Notre Dame making a lot of mental mistakes here in this first 2 quarters.
Very uncharacteristic for Notre Dame. Even more uncharacteristic for Taylor Coonan to miss 2 of her free throws, shooting 86% on the year.
Third one short. And the whistle blows there, and I think a lane violation on UNC. Prohaska, bounce pass to the baseline. Nixon going through the Carolina defense, was stuck in the lane. Shot clock getting under 15, but Shepard powers her way through. Shepard with 9 points. It looks like she may be the one to take the brunt of Jackie Young's points. Great wraparound pass by Paris Key. Janelle Bailey with 6 points.
Just a beautiful pass there from Paris Key. Nice find, and Bailey was able to finish.
Paris Key getting an apple there. Great assist. 23 all. Turner into the lane, fouled by Watts with the reach in. What do you see on this replay here about what makes Key so special?
It's like she just knows where her teammates are going to be. She just knew Bailey was going to be on the block, passed it right past the 2 Notre Dame defenders, and Bailey got an easy basket.
So Turner at the foul line. Turner, a 63.4% foul shooter. She hits the first. 5 points for her this afternoon. Second one up. That one's good. 6 points for Turner. As Brianna Turner, a 60.1% shooter. Mabry will come in as Nixon will take a seat. Yeah, two of the major post players, Shepard and Turner for Notre Dame, both over 60%. Bennett handing off to Watts as they run the weave around the top. Key gets wide open, free throw line jumper off the right side and rattles around, does not fall. Here goes Agunbunwale. Agunbunwale stripped on the way up by Bennett. Here's Watts on the transition, layup right side, and it rolls in. 8 points for Watts. This game stays tied. 6 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Live pass backside, Turner. Turner nearly stepped out of bounds. Here's Prohaska driving, stops. Bounce pass to Turner. Turner, shot and the foul. Turner with 8. Who's that foul on? And they're going to call Stephanie Watts on that one. Second foul on her. There's the defensive play that got Carolina out on the break.
Just good hands by Shayla Bennett, and Stephanie Watts was able to finish on the other end to keep this game tied.
So Turner back to the line. Made her last 2 attempts. Does not get that one to fall. And Notre Dame shooting right around their average at this point. 50% overall in the year. They were 51.6%. They're 50.3% as a team in ACC play. Watts quickly fires the 3. Count it. 11 points for Stephanie Watts, and she is heating up, folks. Turner on the secondary break, gets it left side. Pass intercepted. Carolina up by 1, looking to extend the lead. Key, free throw line jumper, no good. Tipped out to Turner. Missed opportunity there by Carolina as Mabry. Quick post feed down to Turner. Turner, wide open layup, good. Uncontested, 10 points for her.
Carolina's got to do a little bit better job of getting back. They've done a decent job, but Notre Dame's fast and they're smart offensively, and they're going to take advantage of that.
Paris Key settled for the free throw line jumper there. There's a post feed. Lob down to Bailey. Bailey trying to reverse, and it goes! Carolina's going right at that Notre Dame defense, not afraid at all.
Carolina's definitely got to get points in the paint today, and then Stephanie Watts from the outside.
Carolina leading by 1. And the great crowd on hand here today, something to cheer about. Here's Shepard. Shepard gets it into Bailey, stripped by Watts. Watts loses her balance. Able to get it back up. Carolina can add to their lead once again. And the faithful here are giving them a round of applause, well deserved. Notre Dame's being challenged here as we come up on 4 minutes. 14 on the shot clock. Bennett handing off to Key. Back to Bennett. Wide open 3. A little long. And here comes Agunbunwale. And next dead ball sends us to a media timeout. Carolina's had opportunities to make this place even louder. And they're going to trap Mabry. And a travel call on Mabry, and that'll send us to the media timeout. Janelle Bailey and company trying everything they can to pull the upset today. Plays like that certainly will go a long way. ACC Network Extra. Points for Carolina, and you have to think Notre Dame's trying to find their way a little bit without Jackie Young.
Definitely. When you lose your point guard, it's a big blow. She's the one that makes the team go, and Notre Dame's got to find that one player that's going to step up and kind of take charge.
And Jordan Nixon has been appointed to that for the most part. They won in the ball game as they'll come out. Looks like what is a 1-3-1 zone. Now they get it to Bailey in the post. Key steps into a 3 left side as the rebound slips out of the hands of the new Tar Heel in the ball game. And that is Jocelyn Jones, the redshirt sophomore from Richmond, Virginia. And again, she came in, just could not come away with it. Kind of lost her balance a little bit. And 1 point lead, Agumbu Wale, lob pass to Mabry. Mabry flicks the wrist for the 3. And Mabry has 9 points for the Fighting Irish, and they take a 2-point lead back with 3 minutes to go. And Carolina having to slow down a little bit with this zone. Watts to Bailey as they'll whip it around. Bennett, she'll fight hard. Into the corner she goes to Bailey. Bailey, shot clock at 10. Cross-court pass, intercepted. Here's Agubawale. Back the other way, and Mabry getting the layup to go. Quick 5-0 run by Notre Dame. Back to a 4-point lead for the Fighting Irish. And Carolina got a little careless there. It was just the 3rd turnover of the afternoon for the Tar Heels. Watts travels with it, make that 4.
Carolina's having a little bit of trouble with this Fighting Irish zone. They're not letting them get the ball inside, and they're settling for outside jumpers, and they're not falling.
Bailey just kind of heaved it towards the top. You can see on the replay. And you're not going to beat Notre Dame when you get in that fast break with Agumbuwale. And Sylvia Hatchell's going to settle her team down, calling a timeout, a 30-second timeout, just to settle her young ladies down. You can't let such a great first-half effort come apart so quickly.
You can. There's only 2 minutes left, and Carolina has had a really good first half. They're just struggling with this Notre Dame zone right now, and you can't give the Fighting Irish points. So Carolina's got to regroup, get the ball back inside, and just try to cut into this 4-point deficit.
You can see this conference loaded from top to bottom. Look, Notre Dame number 1, Louisville at number 4, NC State staying as the only unbeaten team in all of men's and women's Division I college basketball. Syracuse and Florida State also having terrific seasons. And it looks like Syracuse is going to move to 16-4, 5-2 in league play, leading Duke down the road in Durham. So back to action we go. 2 minutes to go in the half. Carolina down by 4, as you can see on the bottom of your screen, and a post feed to Jones. And Carolina's got a little bit of a cold drought going on here, and this is not what you can afford. And Notre Dame, 6 of their last 6. Carolina has not scored in 2 minutes and 32 seconds.
The end of this half is going to be real crucial for Carolina. You don't want to let a bad into the half ruin a really good half, so they're going to have to regroup.
Then Shepard flashes open. Shepard now with 11. 6-point lead for Notre Dame. 3 turnovers by Carolina in their last 3 possessions. And the 1-3-1. They almost switched to a 2-3 on the wings. Bailey, post, missing the works there. Coonan travels to the corner to get the rebound. Cross-court pass, Bennett. And Bennett carries it, rather travels with it, and another turnover. 7-0 run by the Fighting Irish. Carolina's got to find some way to settle this down. New player in for Notre Dame, Danielle Patterson, sophomore from Brooklyn, New York. There's Nixon, top of the key. She goes to Agumbuwale. Buwale blocked on the way in. 1 minute to go. Here's Key, 3-on-2. Key Into the lane. Beautiful snap pass. Left side of Bennett. That stops the run and stops the turnovers by Carolina.
That's what you need if you're Carolina. Just a nice, easy transition bucket. Down to 4 points.
43 seconds to go. Shepard wide open in the post. Cannot get it to fall. And a foul called underneath. Who is that on? Shepard. Be her second personal foul. And whistle blows. It will be a sub. Saw the replay there. As Turner will come in for Patterson. And 32 seconds to go. Watts has been quiet last few minutes. Bennett to Key. Key was 17 on the shot clock. Quick pass down low to Bailey. Layup good.
Key just has a knack of being able to find her teammate. She keeps her head up, finds Bailey on the block. Easy bucket for the Tar Heels.
5 assists on the day. Crowd on their feet. 10 seconds to go and the half. 2-point ball game. Mabry 3. Rims out no good. 4 seconds left. Here comes Key in transition. 1 second to go. Does not get it off in time. Either way, Carolina ends the half strong on a 4-0 run, and they trail the #1 team in the country by. Also, that'll leave Bailey open as well.
Yeah, when they have to go out to guard Watts or maybe even Key, that opens the post up for Janelle Bailey. And she gets easy baskets, draw some contact, get to the free throw line.
As Notre Dame having to fill the void of Jackie Young, Agumbawale has certainly had to carry some load there, and I think it's affected her in so many different ways.
Carolina's done a real good job playing defense on her. You saw Bennett and Watts with steals against her, and she only has 4 points, so Notre Dame's going to have to find a way to really get her going.
Looking at ACC play for Notre Dame, against Pitt, they led 60-14 at the half. Georgia Tech 39-22. They trailed against Louisville, winning that one going away. They led by 22 at the half against Wake Forest. My point is, this is the closest they've been in conference play, except for the contest against Louisville. This is not familiar territory with them. You got to wonder what Muffet McGraw was saying to her young ladies in the locker room. And then if you're Sylvia Hatchell, what are you saying to your young ladies in the locker room?
If you're Sylvia Hatchell, you're telling them to keep up the defensive intensity and keep getting the ball in the post. Janelle Bailey had a couple easy baskets that she missed, so you got to keep getting the ball down low, try to get some easy baskets.
Nixon, Mabry, Turner, Agumbawale, and Shepard for Notre Dame. Bennett, Coonan, Watts, Key, and Bailey for the Carolina starters here in the second half. Buckle up. Thanks for joining us here today on the ACC Network Extra. Here's Bennett stepping into an open 3 with 10 on the shot clock. Long rebound out to Agumbawale. And she'll drive left of the lane. Does not finish. Foul on Turner. An uncharacteristic miss by Agumbawale as she is 2 for 8 from the field. Good defense there by Carolina.
Real good defense by Paris Key. She just went straight up, and Agumbawale wasn't able to finish, and they got the foul, and the ball went the other way.
And the foul on Brianna Turner. That's her first. Carolina looking to tie the ball game up or take the lead here. Stephanie Watts will flash in the corner. Now she'll run around this zone to the other corner. Key backing it out. Finds a hole in the zone. Little floater left hand. Rebounded by Bailey. Missing the shot. Tough break there. Turner rebounds. Out of the front court. Notre Dame with it. Mabry gets into the lane. Mabry looked like she traveled a little bit, but may have been some body contact. And they're going to call that on Paris Key. Second foul on her, according to my numbers.
Paris Key may have reached in a little bit, but really not much there. Tough break.
So Mabry will go to the foul line. Mabry drilling the first one. Mabry with a very good looking shot. Mabry 21 of 31 this year from the foul line. It's our first free throws today. Not a lot of free throws shot by either team. 6 for Notre Dame. Key wraparound pass Bailey. Gets it to roll in. That one almost fell out, and Bailey now with 12 points. Still a 2-point lead for the Fighting Irish. Turner flash line. Back out to Mabry. Mabry, Turner up and under. Move, bodied up. And a foul called on Bailey. As Bailey stepped into her in the contact. Again, nice pass by Paris Key. Key now with 6 helpers today. Lob pass to no one. Turnover, Notre Dame.
Just a little bit of miscommunication there, and another turnover for Notre Dame. That is 11 on the game.
There's Bennett. Watts thought about the 3. Bennett, they leave her open. Here's Key stepping into one. Drills it! Paris Key, 10 points. She's inching closer to a double-double in Carolina. With 8:02 to go in the third quarter, takes a 39-38 lead, stripped away by Watts. Carolina with a big chance here to really grab some momentum. Bennett to the baseline, takes up the shot, and she's fouled by Jordan Nixon. Here's a replay of Key's three-pointer. I am a huge fan of her jumper.
Just a real pretty stroke right there, and nothing but net.
So Bennett will go to the line to shoot the free throws. First one up, good. She has 5 points. Shayla Bennett from the foul line this year. 77%. It's her 48 to make from the foul line this season. And Carolina with its largest lead of the day. 6 points for Bennett, 3-point lead. And the Carolina faithful starting to get revved up a little bit here as Mabry quickly posts it down low to Turner. Turner fights back, gets the rebound off the missed shot on the post feed. And Notre Dame answers. For Carolina's sake, a stop there would have been huge. But Notre Dame, showing the championship grit that they have, gets a big bucket to keep it at a 1-point deficit. Paris Key down to the post to Coonan. Coonan, fadeaway jumper, short. And Mabry gets the rebound on the near side. Mabry pushing in transition. Hits it into the post to Shepard. Shepard tries a wraparound shot, no good. She got too far underneath the basket. And now Key crossing over, knocked down by Agumbawale. And Agumbawale gets her first foul of the afternoon. So the out of bounds Carolina basketball with a 1-point lead. And Carolina slowing it up a little bit. Looks like Notre Dame in a man-to-man here. It looks like they're switching on all screens around the perimeter, though, as Watts kicks it back out. Bennett penetrating the lane. Floater up, no good. Looks like it came off her hand a little bit, but Coonan tips the pass away, gets the loose change, misses the jumper. Bennett saves it, back to Watts. Watts into the lane. Watts scooped to the hoop, blocked out of bounds by Turner.
Real good effort on UNC part on that play, just getting the ball back. Now they got a chance to extend that 1-point lead.
And the Carolina faithful showing their appreciation for the effort. And off to Watts. Watts to Bennett. Bennett into the lane. Kicks it out to Key. Key wide open for 3, long there. Turner with the rebound as she skies for the board. Mabry gets to the foul line. Jumper, good. Sweet stroke there. As Marina Mabry leading the way for the Fighting Irish. Mabry with 15 today. And Carolina turns it over. So Leah Church will check in. Leah Church unable to get on the board in the first half. There's a shot by Jordan Shepard in the lane, and Shepard now with 13. And I guess if you technically called Mabry, Turner, and Shepard the post forwards, as Mabry is classified as a guard, but she could be a small forward. But the bottom portion of their lineup has carried the load here today as Notre Dame back up by 3. Outlet pass and almost an alley-oop to Shepard. She cannot finish there. Carolina will push in transition. Key pulls the trigger. And the foul! Are you kidding me?
It's an amazing play by Paris Key to take that contact, finish, and got a chance at a 4-point play and to regain the lead.
That'll be on Mabry. And a possible 4-point play can give Carolina the lead. So Paris Key at the line. First free throws of the day rattles in. 14 points for her. Carolina back up by 1. Tremendous effort by this team here today. Notre Dame having a fight here in Chapel Hill. Mabry stepping up for the big 3, top of the key.
Mabry's fourth three of the day. She's almost automatic from out there.
She's got 18 points. As Notre Dame answering the call here today, Carolina's just got to keep it going if you want to pull the upset. Notre Dame showing its championship grit, so to speak. Here's Key, gets to the elbow. On Nixon, high off the glass with the kiss. 16 for Key. Stole the pass on the inbound. Key gets the bucket. Wow. There's Agumbawale taking it herself. Block called on Leah Church. Smart. As Paris Key taking it upon herself. Carolina leading by 2. We got a good one here in Chapel Hill. ACC Network Extra. Michael Arena, Tar Heels' largest lead of the afternoon, 55-48. Sarah, Paris Key has turned it up another notch here in the second half.
You can just tell that Paris Key wants this game. She has 21 points, 4 threes. Saw that one steal after a made 3. Paris Key just really wants this game.
Carolina with the lead. Notre Dame with the basketball. You could see Muffet McGraw during the timeout imploring her young ladies, they've got to get the stop. They've been in this situation before. They've been in the big games. As a post feed to Turner. Turner fouled. Cannot get it to go as Coonan looks like she fell into her. And they'll call that on Coonan. We'll take a look at this one again.
Just nice feed. Nobody on backside help for Coonan. So if you're Notre Dame, you got to keep doing that. You got to keep getting the ball inside, especially if Carolina's not going to have backside help. It's going to be easy buckets.
And Coonan with just 2 personal fouls. Turner with 13 points here this afternoon. Going to go 3 for 4 from the charity stripe. Good. So 14 for her. She's just behind Mabry and Shepard. That's 13 for the Tar Heel, or rather for the Fighting Irish. Here's Watts, stripped on her way up, and it'll be Carolina basketball. Mabry calling for a replay, saying it went off of her, and it did not. Here's Watts, corner 3. Going a little long. Rebounded by the Fighting Irish as they try to get back in this one, down 5. Nixon gets into the lane. Turner, left-handed shot. She is just that much bigger than Coonan, and that mismatch is going to be something McGraw goes to over and over down the stretch.
It's something the Fighting Irish had to take advantage of. Coonan just doesn't have anything for Turner, and they can keep getting her the ball. Those are going to be easy buckets.
So Church gets it to the middle of the floor to Key. Key to Watts, back to Church. Lob pass to Watts. Watts will get to the baseline. Watts gets it down low, and a block. Called on Brianna Turner. She was in the cylinder, so to speak, the arc. And Turner Now with 2 fouls.
See, both the Turner seats were in the restricted area, so that's an automatic blocking call.
So it's Stephanie Watts going to the charity stripe for Carolina. Watts on the year from the foul line, 71.4%. She's 100% on that one, her first points of the second half. From the foul line, that is. She has 14, now 15. Make it 16 for her. Back to a 5-point lead for the team in white. The home team in the lead. The defending national champions with their backs against the wall. Just a bit outside. Now that one got away from Turner, and another unforced Irish turnover.
It's like Turner thought that she's going to fade a little bit more to the corner, and that just didn't happen again. Another miscommunication from the Irish.
I think that would have hit Ramsey's in the head across the way, as that's 15 turnovers. Watts gets the handoff from Key, steps back, trigger pulled, rims out, no good. And they're pressuring and keeping the ball away, denying Ogunbowale. Post feed tipped away by Coonan. Key has the numbers. She'll push at the elbow. Thought better of it. Now gets it to Church. Church keeps Nixon off of her. Hands it back off to Key. In a minute and 10 seconds to go here in the quarter. Carolina slowing it up, trying to add to the lead. Church now to Key. Key fires. Good!
Huge shot there from Paris Key. Carolina now has their largest lead of the game at
8. 24 points for Paris Key, and the Carmichael faithful are enjoying this one. Ogunbowale, runner up, no good. Tipped around, Church picks up the loose change. Here comes Key in transition. Key to the lane, trying a no-look pass, knocked away. Mabry up the floor to Ogunbowale. Ogunbowale layup and fouled, missing. And Ogunbowale, hopefully she's okay, as Paris Key, one of those afternoons when you're feeling it.
Paris Key's feeling it. When she's got a chance to set her feet, she's deadly. So the Fighting Irish, going into the fourth quarter, they can't let her get comfortable behind that three-point line.
Notre Dame has not scored in the last 2 minutes and 5 seconds in Carolina. 6 of their last 8 from the field, as Ogunbowale now with 6 points. As Sylvia Hatchell looks on. As one of the top players in the country, Ogunbowale, struggling to say the least, missing the free throw. As we're down to the final 25 seconds here in the third quarter, Carolina up 7. Can they add to it here? Should be really close. They may be able to get the last shot. Shot clock is just ahead of the game clock. And they're going to ISO Ogunbowale and Key. Here's Key. Top of the key. Drills it! And that'll do it. Paris Key, 26 points, leading all scorers here this afternoon. And that gives Carolina their largest lead of the afternoon. Fourth quarter coming down. Big lead for the Tar Heels going into the final period. Here on the ACC Network Extra, 62-53 the score. Chris Hooks, broadcast partner, Sarah Willie here this afternoon. And Sarah, we talked about in the pregame the distribution of scoring by the starters. They're having some trouble getting to those numbers here today.
Yeah, the Irish are struggling a little bit. Obviously, Young isn't playing, and Ogunbowale is just uncharacteristic game for her. Only 6 points, 2 of 9 from the field.
You can see those 2 turnovers, and we talked about in the break how hot she can get, though. She did it against Tennessee.
Yeah, in the third quarter against Tennessee, she had 16 points, so just because she struggled to this point doesn't mean she can't get hot.
You're going to see her get the basketball a lot more here in this final quarter. Buckle up, ACC fans. We come down the stretch. Notre Dame, since joining the league, there's a foul. Whistle blows. And it may be on Bailey. They will call that on Bailey. She's done a pretty good job today staying out of trouble. Carolina with the lead. Only 2 wins against teams ranked number 1 in the country, both against Duke. Ogunbowale will drive, and she'll miss the shot there. Blocked from behind by Coonan, and she is frustrated, to say the least. Watts, beautiful crossover. Coonan gets to the elbow. Lob pass to Bailey. Dangerous pass. Bailey stripped, got it back, fadeaway. Short. Coonan battling for the rebound, and they're going to call a foul on Jordan Nixon. Coonan did not give up on that play.
Nixon was definitely holding Coonan a little bit, but she did a good job of keep fighting, trying to get around her. Drew the foul.
Again, it is Nixon's right to box out, but it's not your right to hold.
She was definitely holding a little bit of like swim move, keeping her from getting the basketball, and Coonan was able to draw the foul.
Carolina could have their first double-digit lead of the day. Bailey blocked. Turner down in a heap. I think she lost a contact. And so Turner with 3 fouls. So Turner will have to get that fixed. As someone who wears contacts, I feel bad for her.
It's a little bit of a struggle trying to get those back in.
Especially when you've been sweating, although the chemical composition of the as the free throw by Bailey, no good. But the chemical composition of the solution is sweat. Not the same.
Not quite the
feeling,
same
though. 62-53, make it 63-53. Bailey with 13 points, and for the first time today, Carolina with a double-digit lead, and Stephanie Watts overplaying the wings knocks it out of bounds.
Carolina's going to pull off this upset. They got to keep being aggressive on the defensive end, and that was a good play by Stephanie Watts stepping in the passing lane.
We talked about how the three-pointer would play a role here today. Here's Nixon, got open on the baseline, layup good. Jordan Nixon, averaging close to 3 points a game, gets on the board for the first time today. 8-point lead. Somebody for Notre Dame is going to have to step it up. Your superstars not having the best game. Bailey, post feed. She's surrounded. Offensive foul called on her. And Bailey's just got to keep those arms down. And Bailey now with 4 fouls.
On this replay here, you can definitely see where Bailey kind of dropped her shoulder a little bit, and that's an easy call for the official.
Well, and even in that situation, it was unnecessary, as now Jalen Murray, a 6'2 sophomore from Columbia, will check in. Very crucial possessions here. Murray has not played at all today. She's going to be stepping in against an All-American in the post. How will she handle that? Nixon, now to Turner. Agumbunwale can't hit from the inside, goes outside, not even close. It's almost like a boxer, doesn't have it today. Coonan. Key, snap pass down to Murray, back out to Bennett. Bennett, good move into the lane. And she tried a scoop shot, had it blocked by Turner. Turner averaging 2.4 blocks a game to lead the Irish. She said, I don't think so, Bennett.
Bennett just kind of got in the lane, picked up her dribble, and didn't really know what to do with the ball, and Turner swatted it out of bounds.
8:13 to go. Key backs it out. Shot clock at 8. 7. Trying to get a shot off. 3 on the shot clock. Step back. 1 on the shot clock. Thrown up by Bennett on the quick pass. Cannot get it to go. Tough break there for the Tar Heels. Notre Dame trying to answer. Down low they go to Shepard. Shepard's been effective all game as Coonan will be charged with that foul. That's her third. So Shepard going to the foul line. And Shepard been rather quiet here in this second half. 2 points to be exact. That's her first points in a while. Coming into this ball game, she was a 66% free throw shooter from Nebraska. Hits both free throws. It's a 6-point ball game. Shepard now with 15. She's 3 for 3 from the charity stripe today. Tar Heels cannot get complacent here. Paris Key has been hot all game. And they get it to Coonan. Free throw line just inside of it, missing the works there. On the jumper, missed opportunity by the Tar Heels. Here's a Heels. Agumbunwale Not even close. Shepard rebound. Boxes out Coonan. And Shepard with back-to-back buckets.
Too many second opportunities for the Fighting Irish. You can't give up easy points to the #1 team in the nation.
And Coonan is just outsized in that situation. There's Key. Get it to Bennett. It's the zone. Key open. 3. No good off the right side. Turner skying for the rebound. Ogunbowale in transition. Floater up off the rim. No good. Got the rebound. That one good. And a timeout called by Sylvia Hatchell as Ogunbowale is starting to heat up a little bit. Notre Dame making a run. They're down 2. Down the stretch we go. ACC Network Extra. Coming down the stretch, fourth quarter action here in Carmichael Arena. Tar Heels have seen a double-digit lead dissipate. 8-0 run by Notre Dame, and the Fighting Irish have gotten it done in the paint. Second chance points there.
Yeah, the Fighting Irish have really taken advantage of the fact that Janelle Bailey went out with 4 fouls. You have Murray and Coonan guarding in the post, and they just can't handle Turner or Shepard, and Notre Dame's been able to cut a 9-point lead down to 2.
As Bailey will return to the ball game again with those 4 fouls that Sarah mentioned. Very crucial situation here, and again, Sylvia Hatchell thought better of it, calling the timeout. See if Carolina can make it happen here. They've come so far, put up such a great effort. For Carolina fans watching, you don't want to see that fall by the wayside. For Notre Dame, this is an opportunity to gut one out without your point guard and build upon a tremendous season thus far to defend that national championship. And Coonan travels. She got a little bit ahead of herself on that feed into the lane. Again, she never established her pivot foot. If she would have just stopped for a second, it would not have been a travel. Notre Dame looking to take the lead here with the ability of Mabry from the outside. Carolina switching up to a bit of a zone look. Ogunbowale left wing. Shot clock at 10. Shepard tries to get fancy with a quick snap pass back to Mabry, and it goes out of bounds.
Carolina caught a break there. Just a bad pass. Just uncharacteristic mistakes from Notre Dame.
Coming up on 6 minutes to go. Shayla Bennett calling out the offense. Coonan back to Bennett. Key against this zone. Coonan, shot clock at 9. Bennett, Coonan. Bennett fires up a 3, airballs it. Outlet pass to Mabry. Mabry by herself. Key giving chase, and Mabry ties it up at 63. 5:30 to go. They lob it in to Key, and a foul called on Jordan Nixon. Not really sure what happened there on the inbounds, but they're going to call that on Jordan Nixon. A lot of times you see players, when they guard like that, take a charge in that situation. Here's Bennett. Now they're certainly taking away the feed into the lane. And a good give and go. Back out, Bennett, 3, left corner. Backside rebound into the hands of Ogunbowale. And she'll push it. Mabry's wide open on the far side, waving her hands to no avail. And 4:53 to go, tied at 63. Notre Dame on a 10-0 run over the last 4 minutes. Carolina's scoring drought has lasted that long. 8 on the shot clock. Ogunbowale, runner in the lane. And Ogunbowale starting to step it up. 10 points for her. Notre Dame has taken a 2-point lead with 4:30 to go. Who's going to step it up for Carolina? They've put up such a great effort at this point. Here's Key. I don't know why that wasn't a foul by anybody, but a great pass keeps the play going. She didn't let that stop her. Bailey with a layup.
Good job by Paris Key penetrating the zone and getting it to Bailey. They're going to have to continue to do that.
There was some contact that made Key kind of move quite a bit. As we're down to 4 minutes here in Chapel Hill. The nation's #1 team, Notre Dame, without their point guard. Certainly in a battle here today. Shepard into the post, and a foul on Coonan as she tried to take the post feed away. And watch this again. You could see Mabry had the wrist.
Yeah, Paris Key got fouled a little bit, but she didn't stop. She got the ball to Bailey, and Carolina's got to keep penetrating that zone.
Coonan with 4 fouls. Church has returned. She's in for Shayla Bennett. As they get it to Shepard. Shepard's pass to Brianna Turner, and she stepped out of bounds. Tough break for Notre Dame. Carolina has slowed this game down, but the Carolina faithful trying to help implore this team. Coonan. Lob in to Bailey. Bailey backing down, and they're going to call a foul. Mabry on the reach in, and so Bailey will go to the line to shoot 2. And the official on the baseline certainly wasn't going to see that one as Bailey. "15 points, 6 rebounds thus far. Looking to give Carolina the lead. Missing. Got to hit those. You always hear the saying, free throws win ball games. She's a 76% free throw shooter on the year. As Muffet McGraw looks on. Her team having a battle all day. Second one good. Bailey with 16 now. 1 point lead for the Tar Heels. Leah Church slapping the floor for the fans here to get on their feet. And a kick by Paris Key on the feed to the elbow towards Jordan Shepard. Or rather Jessica, excuse me.
Not a bad play by Key, just preventing that post pass.
Nixon. Get it to Ogunbowale. Fadeaway jumper. Rattles out, no good. Tipped up in the air. Carolina gets a stop. They'll get it to Key quickly. Key clearing out the lane. Coonan. Watts. Watts across the floor. She goes to Key. Shot clock at 16. We're under 3 minutes. Watts hit a couple threes early. She's been quiet down the stretch. Key with 7. 5 on the shot clock. Watts, 3. Good! Big three-pointer by Stephanie Watts. Could that be the dagger? This place erupts. Notre Dame in the battle for their unbeaten in ACC play lives. Ogunbowale, that's why she's a Naismith Player of the Year candidate. 13 points for her. Her first three-pointer of the day. 1 point ball game. We're back 2. Can Carolina answer? Good teams answer in these situations. Notre Dame has done their part. Carolina has done it for most of the day. Coonan, pump fake, layup, good!
Good head fake by Coonan to get around her defender. Carolina's 3-point lead.
We're under 2 minutes in Chapel Hill. 3-point lead. Shepard down to the post. Turner got the hoop in the arm. Turner with 18 points. She can tie it right here. Stephanie Watts with 3 fouls on the afternoon, and Turner can tie things up here. Turner's free throw. She came in today 52 of 82 from the foul line, a 63% foul shooter. She's 5 of 6 on the day, 19 points for her. We are tied with 1:44 to go. Buckle up. Key gets around the hedge. Now to Watts. Watts has 5 threes herself. Church, 3, good! Her first 3 of the day. She had taken just 1 before, and Carolina grabs the lead back. Mabry, she's got 4 Threes by herself. Agunbuwale airballs the three. I think it was deflected. 1:06 to go. Carolina trying to put this one away. Key had it stripped and was able to retrieve the ball back. She's trapped, lobs it back to Coonan. Bailey, Watts. Watts pressured and they back it out. Under a minute to go, shot clock at 12. Key with a basketball, Agunbuwale on her. 8 on the shot clock. Key to the lane, puts it up, and it's good! 76-71, timeout, Notre Dame! Could it be? The Tar Heels trying to pull the upset, and Sarah, talk about Church's three-pointer.
Church's three was huge. She hadn't hit. She took one shot, didn't make it, but she has the confidence to shoot again, and she made it, and that's why it's important.
And then Paris Key, that's an all-ACC type play right there.
Paris Key's a baller, and that's what big-time players do in situations. They come up big, and Carolina's got a 5-point lead with 40 seconds left.
And if you're Muffet McGraw right here, you got 5 points to make up. You got to get Mabry open, somebody to get a three-pointer, or you got to score quick.
I think you go quick here, get it in the post. Coonan and Bailey have 4 fouls, so they're going to back off. They don't want to get that fifth. So I think you go down low and go to Turner or go to Shepard and get a quick 2.
Paris Key this second half has been absolutely phenomenal. She had 7 in the first. She's got 28 points in the ball game.
Paris Key's a big-time player, and she wants this game, and you can tell it. She had a 4-point play earlier in the day, and she's just balling out right now.
She has absolutely turned it up a notch. Step back three there. That 4-point play was a big key to get them that 10-point lead.
It's a big energy play for your team. You see how hard one of your leaders is playing, and that just motivates you and makes you want to play hard. And she's the leader of this team, and she's got her team up 5 against the #1 team in the nation.
Notre Dame has no timeouts left. Tar Heels have 1. So Notre Dame's going to have to foul a few times here down the stretch too to put Carolina on the line. But everybody here in attendance is on their feet as Nixon will inbound. Agunbuwale denied the basketball. Mabry almost traveled there. There's Shepard. They go for the 2 quickly down to the post. So Shepard with 19. And they're going to break the press. Key with 30 seconds breaks the press. Down the court she goes. Bennett will slow it up and dribble out of trouble. And they're going to call an offensive foul on Paris Key. I guess she backed in. And with 24 seconds to go, Key arguing the call. I didn't really see what happened. It looked like she was trying to get out of the way. And Nixon actually bumped into her. And so they'll call the moving screen either way. Carolina can't bask on it too much longer. Still a lot of time left.
Key's going to kind of put that in the back of her mind and play defense.
Shepard, lob pass, out of bounds, out of Mabry's reach. Carolina basketball. Timeout called by Sylvia Hatchell.
Huge mental mistake from the Fighting Irish.
And watch the pass here. It was simply just a fade to the left wing, and it looked like Mabry got tripped up by Brianna Turner there.
Just a little bit. Her own teammate tripped her up, but again, a little bit of a miscommunication. That ball may have been into the bench without her even getting tripped up, and now they're down 3, and they got a foul.
Again, only 2 times before have the Tar Heels ever beaten the #1 team in the country. 18 and a half seconds away from making it number 3. And this team fought back from a double-digit deficit against Virginia Tech to win by double figures. And they've put up a special effort here today.
It's been an insanely good game by North Carolina, a complete game for North Carolina. They turned Notre Dame over 20 times, and that's really key. Notre Dame doesn't turn the ball over that much, and Carolina's capitalized on it.
So Coonan will inbound. Carolina can't hold it for the last shot. They're going to be fouled. You know that's going to happen. And a foul immediately called. They're going to call that on Agunbuwale. I think that's only her 2nd foul according to my numbers, and that's correct. So they're going to send Carolina to the line in a 1-and-1 situation. And actually, I think they're going to, no, they're calling that on Mabry. Correction, it was on Ogunbowale as Key missed the free throw. It was the team's 5th, just her 2nd, as Key missing the free throw. This is a big one. This makes it a 2-possession ball game.
Carolina needs this free throw here from Key.
Good. Paris Key, 29 points. And it looks like that might actually be the final 30-second timeout for Notre Dame. So Muffet McGraw trying to find some way to get them out of this one, but again, Paris Key getting 29 points, 22 of those in the second half. Hey, Sarah, as far as Notre Dame, what's their plan of action here?
I think they got to go to Ogunbowale. I mean, she's their #1 player. She's one of the best players in the nation. You can't go away from her. And, you know, maybe you go for a quick 2 and get the ball down low to Turner or Shepard.
So here we go. Final 18 seconds. Carolina trying to pull the upset here. Ogunbowale, 3 up. That one rims out, no good. 11 seconds left. There's a tie-up. And the direction arrow in Carolina's favor.
Not a bad shot here from Ogunbowale, and it just rims out, and Carolina gets the jump ball tie-up, and they have possession.
So again, I think this is Carolina's final timeout. But when you're making Ogunbowale have to shoot the 3, you know you've got them in the right position. That's not her shot.
No, that's not her shot. And if you're Carolina, I think you'll settle for Ogunbowale. You know, shooting from behind the arc all game long. She's 1 of 6, and she's just struggled today. She has 13 points, but she's 5 from 20 from the field. So Carolina's done a real good job locking up on her.
Ogunbowale only a 31% three-point shooter, and then you look at the standings. If Carolina wins this one, that'll move them to the upper portion of the league, with Georgia Tech losing to NC State possibly. They can move themselves up a couple of spots, and Notre Dame can fall to as low as 5th in the conference.
This will be a huge win for Carolina, not just in the conference, but, you know, momentum for their season. Beating the #1 team in the country, that would be huge for them.
So again, Carolina would make it 2 straight in conference play. If they win this one as well, it'll be their 3rd in their last 4. And that'll propel them to a Georgia Tech home contest coming up on Thursday. Notre Dame will have to regroup. Their next ball game on the road at Clemson, and that's a Clemson team that is absolutely extremely difficult to guard. 10 seconds to go as Key will try to dribble it out, and she is finally fouled with 6.8 seconds left by Marina Mabry. And Key as Paris Key looking to cinch the victory. She's had a tremendous second half. I'm sure she's probably getting tight right now, as much effort as she's had to put forth. As Key looking to get 30 points here. Good. You never want to say that's ball game, but that's as close to ball game as you can get.
I think that may have sealed it for the Tar Heels, and Paris Key's got 30 and 10 assists. Got herself a double-double.
Little double-double for Paris Key. Missing the free throw. Shepard up the floor to Ogunbowale. 3 seconds to go. Off the backboard, and that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, your Tar Heels of North Carolina have pulled off the giant upset here this afternoon. For only the 3rd time in program history, Sylvia Hatchell's squad beats the #1 team in the country And they do it, 78-73, the final score. What a fun one this has been, Sarah.
This is an insanely good game. Carolina just came out. They played a complete game. They were aggressive. They turned Notre Dame over 20 times, and got to give it to Paris Key. 30 points, 10 assists. She balled out today.
Paris Key's 30-point effort was enough to do it. 78-73, the final score. That'll do it for this one. For color and